If you're over 60, there's something in your kitchen right now that could quietly raise your stroke risk while you sleep. And here's the twist. It's not sugar, not fried food. It's a vegetable you've always been told was healthy. Hi, I'm Dr. Rabeeca Ross, and before you swear off veggies forever, let me explain what's really happening inside your body and how a few small timing changes can protect your brain for years to come. You see, most people believe stroke risk comes from greasy burgers, desserts, or salt. But after 60, your body plays by different rules. Your kidneys slow down, your blood vessels stiffen, and foods that helped you in your 40s can start behaving differently in your 70s. I've seen this firsthand in my patients. People who eat clean, take their vitamins, and still wake up dizzy or weak one morning. The truth is, the same vegetables that once healed you can quietly backfire if you don't understand how aging changes your metabolism. So today, I'll walk you through 9 common vegetables that can raise stroke risk if eaten the wrong way, and more importantly, how to enjoy them safely. Stay with me until the end, because the last one is something most seniors eat every week, and it may be the most surprising of all. Vegetable number 9, spinach. For decades, spinach has worn the crown of superfood. It's rich in iron, magnesium, and antioxidants, the kind of thing we all grew up believing would keep us strong and sharp. But after 60, spinach can quietly shift from friend to foe. And it all comes down to something called oxalates. These natural compounds bind to calcium. When we're young, the kidneys handle them effortlessly. But as we age, kidney function slows, and many of us start taking calcium or vitamin D supplements. The result? Tiny calcium oxalate crystals can form, like sand in a thin pipe, narrowing the small arteries that feed your brain. Blood flow weakens, oxygen drops. A small clot can trigger a silent stroke, sometimes overnight. But don't panic. Spinach isn't your enemy. It just needs respect. Eat it earlier in the day, breakfast or lunch, when your body is more active. Avoid pairing it too often with calcium or vitamin D supplements. And if you have kidney or heart issues, talk to your doctor about how often you eat it. Spinach is still a powerhouse, just one that needs timing and awareness after 60. Vegetable number 8, broccoli. For years, broccoli has been the superhero of heart health. Fiber, antioxidants, vitamins, it's the whole package. But here's what most people don't realize. Broccoli is rich in vitamin K, which helps your blood clot properly. That's wonderful, unless you're taking blood thinners like warfarin, Plavix, or even daily aspirin. Too much vitamin K can throw off your medication balance, making your blood too thick or too thin. The dangerous part isn't the broccoli itself, but inconsistency. One week you eat lots of it, the next week, none. That back and forth can quietly destabilize your circulation. You might feel fine until your blood pressure spikes or your blood can't clot when you need it to. Here's the safe fix. Keep your intake steady. Not too much, not too little, just consistent. Tell your doctor how often you eat it so your medication can be adjusted safely. With balance and awareness, broccoli stays your loyal ally. Vegetable number 7, romaine lettuce. You've probably ended your day with a crisp salad, thinking it's the light, healthy choice. But here's what most people miss. Romaine lettuce acts as a natural diuretic. It helps your body release water. When you're 30, that's fine. At 60, your kidneys slow down, your blood vessels stiffen, and your thirst signals dull. You might not feel dehydrated, but your blood thickens overnight. Thicker blood moves sluggishly. And that's when small clots love to form, especially if you're also taking diuretics or blood pressure meds. The good news? Timing is everything. Have your romaine at lunch or early dinner when you're still hydrating and moving around. And if you eat greens at night, sip a small glass of water alongside them. Romaine lettuce isn't bad. It just needs the right schedule. Eaten early, it's refreshing and protective. Eaten late, it can quietly strain your brain and circulation. Vegetable number 6, raw carrots. Who doesn't love a crunchy carrot snack? They're sweet, easy, and known for boosting eye health. But here's the twist. Raw carrots digest quickly, and that can spell trouble for older adults. When your metabolism slows, quick-release sugars from carrots can spike your blood sugar, then cause it to crash while you sleep. That crash triggers stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. Your blood vessels tighten, your blood thickens, and blood pressure can rise. The perfect storm for a silent overnight stroke. Simple fix? Don't eat raw carrots alone or late at night. Pair them with protein or healthy fats like hummus, nuts, or yogurt. This slows sugar absorption and stabilizes your energy. Carrots are still amazing, just move them to daylight hours. Daytime carrots heal. Nighttime carrots can quietly harm. Vegetable number 5, garlic. Garlic. Nature's oldest medicine. It lowers blood pressure, supports heart health, boosts immunity. But after 60, especially for those on blood thinners, garlic can over-deliver. Garlic naturally thins the blood thanks to its allicin and sulfur compounds. That's wonderful. Until you pair it with prescription thinners like warfarin, clopidogrel, or even aspirin. Together they can make your blood too thin. The warning signs? Dizziness, bruising, nosebleeds, even fatigue. In severe cases, a hemorrhagic stroke. The key isn't to quit garlic, just to tame it. Skip concentrated garlic supplements unless approved by your doctor. Use small amounts in cooked meals. Heat reduces its thinning power. And always listen to your body for early signs of over-thinning. Used wisely, garlic strengthens your heart. Used carelessly, it can quietly endanger your brain. Vegetable number 4. Onions. Onions add flavor, depth, and heart-protective compounds to any meal. They fight inflammation and improve circulation. But after 60, too many onions can backfire. The culprit is quercetin, a compound that widens blood vessels. In moderation, it's helpful, but when combined with blood pressure medications, your pressure can dip too low. That means less oxygen reaching the brain, causing dizziness, confusion, or fatigue. At night, when you're naturally less hydrated, that risk goes up even more. Here's how to stay safe. Use onions as flavor, not the main ingredient. Cook them. Heat reduces quercetin's effect. And avoid heavy onion-rich dinners right before bed. If you're on blood pressure or circulation meds, mention your onion habits to your doctor. Even small tweaks make a big difference. Onions are still fantastic. Just let moderation be your recipe. Vegetable number 3. Corn. Warm, sweet, and comforting. Corn feels harmless. But nutritionally, it behaves more like a starch than a veggie. And that difference matters after 60. Corn's natural sugars turn quickly into glucose, spiking blood sugar levels. When your insulin response slows with age, those spikes and the crashes that follow can quietly strain your circulation. When blood sugar rises and falls sharply, stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline flood your system. They tighten vessels, thicken blood, and create the perfect setup for overnight clots. So what's the fix? Treat corn like a side dish, not a main one. Avoid eating it late at night. Pair it with protein or healthy fats. Eggs, avocado, beans, to slow absorption. And whenever possible, choose fresh corn on the cob instead of processed cornflakes or cornmeal. Your body handles it much better. Corn can still be part of your table, just not your daily habit. Vegetable number 2, asparagus. Elegant, light, and clean. Asparagus has long been the darling of healthy plates. But for seniors, timing is critical. Asparagus is a natural diuretic, meaning it helps flush out water. That's fine for younger bodies, but for older adults, it can cause overnight dehydration and thicker blood. When combined with blood pressure meds or diuretics, that dehydration becomes even riskier. Thicker blood moves slower, especially through aging arteries. And that's when small clots form most easily. The solution? Enjoy asparagus at lunch or early dinner. Stay hydrated. A few sips of water or hydrating foods like cucumber or melon go a long way. And if you're on blood pressure meds, ask your doctor if asparagus might intensify the effect. Eat it early, stay hydrated, and asparagus remains the graceful friend it was meant to be. Vegetable number 1. Tomatoes. bright, juicy, and beloved. We think of them as symbols of clean eating, but after 60, tomatoes can quietly disrupt your circulation if you're not careful. They belong to the nightshade family, containing compounds like histamines, tyramines, and solanine. These can trigger inflammation and mess with nerve signaling, especially in aging brains and fragile blood vessels. Sometimes, that means dizziness, headaches, or tingling, symptoms that feel eerily like a stroke. Their acidity can also deplete magnesium and calcium, minerals that stabilize nerve and muscle function. When eaten in large amounts, especially late at night, tomatoes can cause sudden blood pressure swings, but again, moderation is magic. Cook them gently, it lowers solanine and boosts lycopene, the antioxidant that protects your heart. Avoid heavy tomato sauces before bed, and pair them with magnesium-rich foods like pumpkin seeds or spinach to balance acidity. Tomatoes aren't villains, they're simply complex friends. With balance and timing, they'll keep protecting you. After hearing all this, it's normal to feel surprised, maybe even a little uneasy. We've been told forever that vegetables are always good for us, and that's mostly true. But after 60, your body changes, and so must your approach. Your kidneys filter more slowly. Your vessels become more fragile. Your hydration needs shift. Even healthy foods can behave differently in an aging body. It's not just what you eat, it's when, how much, and what you mix it with. A salad at lunch might protect you. That same salad at midnight might quietly thicken your blood. Garlic supplements might strengthen your heart, but combined with medication, they could dangerously thin your blood. The secret isn't restriction, it's awareness. Timing, balance, and hydration. These are your real tools for longevity. Because awareness isn't fear, it's freedom. When you understand your body, you reclaim control of your health, so hydrate properly. Be mindful of medication interactions, adjust meal timing, and most importantly, listen to your body. You can keep enjoying every food you love, just with a wiser rhythm. I'm Dr. Rabeeca Ross, and I've seen thousands of seniors transform their health not by cutting foods out, but by learning how their body's needs evolve. You are not powerless, you are simply in a new chapter, one that rewards awareness and self-care. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these vegetables surprised you the most? Will you be changing how or when you eat them? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your story could help someone else today. If you found this helpful, please like this video, subscribe to Senior Vital Health, and click the Super Thanks button to support our mission of keeping seniors strong, informed, and independent. Remember, what you put on your plate today becomes the clarity, strength, and independence you carry into tomorrow. Stay sharp, stay safe, and above all, stay vital. Because aging isn't about decline, it's about designing your best years with knowledge and care.